Hello everyone, I'm Brian. Today I'm reacting to the miraculous effects of Shambhavi, Mahamudra, Kriya. I probably didn't pronounce that correctly by Sadhguru. So I'm not sure what this is, but looks like Sadhguru is going to say the word and explain it. Hopefully explain it to the point where I can understand it. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started.
Shambhavi Mahamudra is a miraculous process because in 21 minutes what it is doing to you is quite incredible.
Probably like stress and anxiety medication, reduced medication. Well, you know, whether you take a medication or not, if this is the kind of improvements that we get from it, I think everyone definitely needs to have this, regardless. Sorry. Oh, wait. Depression was it? Sorry, gonna rewind that. Yeah, depression. Okay.
Completed the Shambhavi Inner Engineering Completion Program this past January.
It is completely life-changing.
It's transformed my life in so many ways, physically, mentally, emotionally.
I'm still feeling different benefits throughout the days, the biggest one being the alignment of my spine.
Before I started doing Shambhavi, I had arthritis, and since I've been practicing Shambhavi, it's been maybe 2.5 years I haven't touched medication at all whatsoever.
As I did the meditation practices over and over again, anxiety and depression faded completely.
My relationships are different. It's just everything about me. I'm not reacting. And I know my family definitely appreciates that as well, too.
I started seeing emotional and mental balance, and that allowed me to be in a healthier relationship with my fiance.
Physically, I sit at my desk now for 12 hours a day, and I don't need to use a back brace anymore. I feel myself correcting my posture as the day goes on.
I guess I kind of need that portion. I sit terribly, as you can see right now. I'm like slouched.
Since taking this program, I feel so much more joyful without having the need to use an outside substance or a chemical to support that. And I feel a lot more energetic within myself, a lot more capable in the activities that I do throughout the day.
It's hard to even put a price on something like that. An investment in joy, an investment in peace of mind, an investment in your mental health.
So,
Before we get started, I just want to say that looked like a commercial for what he's advertising, for sure.
what is Shambhavi? The longevity of something, the competence, capability, impactfulness, everything is determined by how well something is engineered. Why do you think it's not true with you? How well you're engineered will determine all these aspects about your life too. So, that's the significance of inner engineering. We're seeing how to engineer. Living life, body takes its beating. Your mental structure also takes its beating, depending upon what you face, what kind of situations you go through. Many kinds of aberrations happen, both with body and mind. So the idea is to keep your energies in such a way that they are proactive in fixing all the aberrations that happen on a daily basis. Depending upon how intensely active you keep your energy system, accordingly the repair jobs happen that quickly. So, Every day, repair jobs need to happen because this is an internally maintained machine. So that dimension of energy within you, if it's kept at a certain level, there is no wear and tear. Very little. This is one aspect of Shambhavi. Many of you, I'm sure, have experienced this if you're a daily practitioner. If you're a full moon day special, that's a different matter. If you're a daily practitioner, you will see your body and mind recovers from just about anything very quickly, just like that. Simply because your life energies are kept in an effervescent manner with Shambhavi. This effervescence also translates into creating a certain kind of chemistry within the system. It is designed to create a certain level of pleasantness without knowing why. Most people can't sing in the bathroom. And as you become more joyful, you also become more and more shameless. Yes. Even I'm willing to sing, not because I know music, simply because I am shameless. Because when you're feeling so wonderful within yourself, what somebody is thinking about you doesn't matter. You see, a man is drunk, he doesn't care what you think about him. This is just like that, but very conscious also. You're very conscious, but you're blissed out, so other people's opinions don't matter to you. Why this is important is, when everybody's opinion matters to you, you cannot employ your own intelligence effectively. Somebody says this, somebody says that, somebody says that. You must listen to all that, but it should never determine who you are.
Absolutely. I was thinking that. I just couldn't think of a way to form it into words. But yeah, you should consider what people say. I've always said that. But don't always let it affect you. It might be true, it might not be, but you should still be who you are. Consider what they say. Maybe it is in a way to improve yourself, maybe it's not. You don't know. Consider what they say, think it out, see if that is true, something that you believe in, and then make the change not because of what someone said, but because you think it's a good idea.
This freedom Shambhavi gives you effectively, I would say, within 6 weeks of practice, you will start feeling this, that outside forces are there, but they don't really determine the direction of your course of action. This is very important for any human being to fulfill their life. It's very important that they are not deaf, they are not careless or uncaring, they listen, but you go according to your intelligence, it's very, very important. Otherwise, you will keep changing direction in your life every 2 minutes, and obviously you will not get anywhere.
You go in circles.
It doesn't matter. You may be talented, you may be capable, you may be intelligent, but if you keep changing directions, you are not getting anywhere. Everybody's karmic substance and intelligence are tuned in a certain way, it will be working as a machine in one direction. If you want to change direction, you must consciously change. You must not change simply because somebody is pushing this way, somebody is pushing that way. This freedom, one can clearly notice with Shambhavi Mahamudra, because this freedom comes when the intermediate dimension of what we call as the 5 sheets of body, the physical body, the mental body, and the other 2, the etheric and the bliss body, which carry a whole lot of information about who you are. When the intermediate aspect of pranamaya kosha or the energy body is very active, everything that is stored inside doesn't take a toll on your body and mind. We don't know what kind of sack of karma you're carrying right now, but the important thing is to separate it from your daily activity, to separate it from the way you are right now. This moment, how you are, is determined by you, not by the karmic substance that you carry. If you allow that to decide, everything becomes compulsive, everything is managed from another place, or in other words, your past will repeat itself, it will not allow you any future.
I thought he was going to say you'll let your past control your future because you're letting your karmic energies or karmic past influence or drive your life in a way that it is destined to, as opposed to what you want it to be.
In life, a whole lot of people are victims of this. Their past will determine always what they will do tomorrow.
And this is why I say take responsibility, because when you start to take responsibility for your actions, you'll come to find out that you're not a victim of a lot of things. You come to realize that you're in control of your life. You have the steering wheel of your life, and you control where it goes, what actions you take, and you can't control people, you can't control the external things, but the things that happen to you in your life, for the most part, you have control over. You can control if someone wants to cause harm to you, you can control if someone doesn't like you, but you have control over your body, you have control over the actions, you have a lot of direct control over your life. And when you start allowing karmic or other people tell you what to do in your life, you end up losing control over it. So that's why I say take responsibility for your action. Even if someone tells you to do something and you do it and you're like, oh man, I shouldn't have done it because he told me that's a bad idea. At that very moment that you said that it was his fault, their fault, you lost control over your life, because even though you made the decision, ultimately in your mind you're thinking, I didn't make that decision, that's his fault, he should take the blame, I didn't do that. You're losing control over your life.
Now what you do tomorrow should never be determined by what happened yesterday. What you do tomorrow should be suitable for the tomorrow that we see. But once your energetic body is not ever effervescent enough, then what is written deep down just keeps on translating itself into reality. It won't allow you any space to make your own turns. It will keep on pushing you in a certain direction. So Shambhavi Mahamudra is a miraculous process, because in 21 minutes what it is doing to you is quite incredible. And above all, it is more like you don't really have to do anything, you just have to maintain the space, rest will happen by itself. The practice is not really a practice in that sense. When I say not really a practice, there are other kinds of practices which you do to build the system to another level. This practice is more like consecration. Once you're consecrated, all you have to do is just keep the place clean, that's all. On a daily basis, just clean it up a bit and keep it, rest will happen. And this makes life quite effortless and brings you to ease, because once energies are like this, what you intend, what you want, will naturally start moving your way. You don't have to really struggle with every little thing. It gives you the freedom to choose today how you want to be. It doesn't matter how you have been in the last 10 years. Today, it will give you the freedom to choose. Freedom means, well, just about anything can freak you. Have you seen? So, if you're less freaky, as time goes, you're less and less impacted by things around you. You have less and less strong likes and dislikes around you. Life comes to ease.
I was laughing because I guess freaky is used a little bit of a weird term, but it almost… what he was saying a bit earlier about the past not affecting you, it almost… one way I translated in my mind was, the past is the past, kind of like forget the past a little bit. And I get this from Eckhart and what Sadhguru is saying here about, I can agree with it and disagree with it in terms of the fact that if you want to move on to a new future, a new life in a sense, you have to put your past to the past and don't let it affect your future. But I also do believe in learning from your past and not necessarily putting it in your past, either trying to resolve what happened in your past to make your future better, or by using the past to improve your life. I guess there are just two different methods for that. It's the fact that you can just past is past, forgotten about it, clean slate going forward, or learning from your mistakes from your past, learning what you did wrong so you can make a better path in the future.
I hate her. Now I can't sit here at ease. It doesn't matter, she hates me, but I'm okay. Okay, if she hates me, I'm not going to go and tell her I love you. But it's okay. If she burns with hate, it's her problem, I'm okay. This freedom it will give you with life, that outside forces cannot define who you are. And that's very, very important.
Learn how to take control of your life. We don't know what 2021 is going to throw at us or the future.
We already do now.
No doubt. I'm sure there will be many challenges ahead, but it's how we're able to go through them, taking control of how we can go through those challenges that makes all the difference. And this program will definitely teach you how to do it and transform your life as it has done for me.
You really want to make change, not just in your life, but in the world, you need something like this. Because there's not enough guidance in the world like this that is really going to carry you through your life and also compensate for a lot of the things that we weren't taught in school, in college, growing up, in church, wherever.
What she's saying, basically, school, college, I would say church. I think that should have been a thing in church, though. But school, college, life, in some sense, will never teach you about these things. Will not teach you about internal stuff. School, college, and some aspects of life is always external. Math, science, English, whatever language, whatever subject matter is generally external stuff that they teach in school. Internal, everyone's a bit unique on how they should be taught. Now, you can have general things that is very widely accepted. This is why I completely agree with Sadhguru about how he might not be the perfect guru for you or me, and explore your options on gurus, because Sadhguru or Swami Sarvapriyananda may not be the gurus or swamis for you. I don't accept just one guru, just because you can learn so much from many different people. Not all of them are right, not all of them are wrong. You learn different things from different people, different ways to approach problem solving or ways of life. That's why I always say consider what people say, don't just throw it off. And by listening to them, whether you want to take what they say into heart and to apply it in your life, or to just discard it, so long as you consider what they say. Church, though, they're supposed to be teaching ways of life. I figured it would have been that, though. Churches, I wouldn't say like Sadhguru, but churches, generally speaking, don't talk about necessarily external things. They do a little bit more of the devotion path, I suppose, of God, and how you're supposed to devote your life to God. How whatever you do in life, you devote to each other and to God. Which is kind of weird whenever she says that in church, I think.
I feel like this really fills in all those gaps. You know what I'm saying? This is like a PhD. It's a PhD. In life. A PhD in life. A PhD in life. And it's worth the investment. It's worth the investment. Please. You need this in your life. Look at my smile. Look at my smile. I didn't always smile like this, you know. I I'm joyous during a pandemic, you guys. Joyous living alone during a pandemic. Someone who suffers from anxiety, someone who suffers from depression, someone who was on anxiety medication, and now I'm not. And I'm okay. I'm at peace. And this course did that. Where else are you going to find that? How can you put a price on that? I want you to make a commitment to yourself. Give yourself this gift. And the awesome thing is, it's a gift that it's like a gift that multiplies on its own. It's a seed that you plant, and then when you turn around, it's going to be a forest. And I'll just leave you with that.
Definitely got to look at that. So I'll say this from the very beginning. It's like, well, I'm not necessarily depressed or anxious or have other people's opinion on me affect who I am. Put it this way, I mean, if you're a complete stranger, you can say whatever you want to me, and I would like, that's kind of funny, actually. I'll probably laugh. If it's kind of funny, I'll probably honestly laugh at it. But if I know you personally and you say that, I'd be like, I wonder what I did wrong, and I'll justify either what you say or my thoughts. Because you could be wrong too, even though you said it and you're a friend of mine. But yeah, and I'll say like, oh, I don't need this, but at the same time think to myself, well, I do. Why? Because just because I may not be affected by these things severely, there could be many things I can learn, maybe even ways of refreshing my knowledge on this. Again, like I said in a Dandapani video, sorry, I'm trying to remember names. He talked, it was a motivational video he did. I can't remember which one it was, but a lot of the things he said I've already known. But it's just because even though I know it, it's good to have a bit of a refresher, to re-know it, to reinvigorate what you already know, to strengthen it again. Because over time, even though you know something, sometimes you just forget. You set it off to the side. You don't use it, even though you know it. It's like sitting in a corner, just collecting dust. So even though I don't need this, I need it. Because, again, it's going to be a refresher to probably what I know. It's going to teach me things that I don't know. It's going to reinvigorate, reinvigorate myself in a sense. Apparently a lot of people have an idea what this is, but I'm pretty sure I'm wrong on a lot of parts, but right on some. I definitely do want to take this. I definitely got to look this up. I definitely got to write this down, and give it a shot for sure. I know a lot of people have been saying try out some yogas, and I definitely do need to for sure. And also, I do want to get the engineering book done first and foremost. But I think I can look this up just to kind of get an idea of what it is. Again, no matter how much you know, no matter how much I know, we do need refreshers on the things that we know. And by also doing refreshers or listening to other people speak, it may unlock new knowledge about the things that you already know, that you didn't know that you knew. It's weird to say that, but yes, it's true. Again, like the Dandapani video, I knew what he said. I already know that, but it was so oddly refreshing to hear it again, reinvigorating. It's like the knowledge that I had no power until he spoke it again and then just recharged it. So anyone else out there who, may say like, oh yeah, I'm not suffering from any of these, it's still a nice thing to have, nice thing to do a refresher on. Every so often come back to these things and in a sense get a refresher. Actually, I just keep repeating myself. That's the only thing I can think of, because it literally is just that. Anyways, I need to stop talking. That's my reaction to the miraculous effect of Shambhavi Mahamudra Kriya. I will say that correctly eventually. Anyways, if you like my content, please consider subscribing. Thumbs up, thumbs down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vid.